Okay, give me just a second to put this up.
We are live.
Okay, you guys ready? Been ready for like 10 minutes, huh? Okay, in the number one, in the aggregate demand aggregate supply model, the economy's price level is assumed to be
I don't know if it's right, but I put down constant, unlike in the aggregate expenditures model.
okay. I have the opposite of that, variable, unlike in the aggregate expenditures model.
Oh, man.
I do not have an answer for this one. I left this one blank.
So I went to the aggregate demand and looked at the aggregate. I went to look at aggregate expenditures, which it said that that assumes a fixed price, and then I went to aggregate demand, which said that, well, it talked about how you have variable prices, so that's why I came up with that.
And I couldn't tell you where I got my answer now. I erased my first answer, so what? Oh, which was still constant. So we are. I mean, I'll go with you because you did some research on it. So you said it's a variable,
Yeah,
unlike.
it's D, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, number two. The aggregate demand curve shows the.
I put A.
I did also.
Me too.
Okay, good.
Number three. The foreign purchases, interest rate, and real balances effect explain why the.
A. Aggregate demand curve is downward sloping.
I did the same. Yes.
Okay, number four. Referring to the graph above, which shows an aggregate demand curve, if the price level decreases from 200 to 100, the real output demanded will be, or will.
I put increase by 200 billion.
Yeah, me too. Because it goes from 600 to 800.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, number
Makes
five.
sense.
An aggregate supply curve represents the relationship between.
I put down B.
So did I. It was a little confusing, but that's the one I came to.
Me too.
All right, cool.
Number six, the slope of the immediate short-run aggregate supply curve is based on the assumption that.
Well, I put both input and output
Both
prices
input
are
and
fixed.
output prices are fixed.
Yeah, A.
Yeah, I think that's correct.
Okay.
Okay, number seven, the upward slope of the short-run aggregate supply curve is based on the assumption that.
I put down D.
What was D? Because I have A. Oh, prices of inputs flexible. In the short run, the prices of the inputs are fixed, and the outputs are flexible. So it's the opposite of D.
Bummer.
Yeah, I have A.
That's what I have too, is A.
All right.
I actually had B, but then I realized it says do not in A, and that's what I intended on putting.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, because that's like they talk about when you have a you're under contract, you can't change the wages for until that contract expires. So you don't have the ability, and the biggest factor in the resource cost is labor.
That makes sense.
Okay, the long run aggregate supply curve is.
Vertical.
Yay! Yep, me too.
Okay, we all agree.
That one was like a picture. That was good.
Yeah.
Number 9, the short run version of aggregate supply assumes that product prices are.
Now I'm scared to answer this. I put down B.
That's what I have.
Yeah, I didn't. I'm so scared to answer it, I didn't answer it, so it works for me. I just assume we're going to talk about it, so I'm like, if I don't know, I'm not even going to guess, because I don't want to confuse everybody.
Oh, okay. I'm the opposite. I stick an answer down and I put a question mark next to it.
That's probably what I should do.
Okay, number 10, an increase in personal income tax rates will cause a.
Anybody? Anybody? I put A.
I got A too.
Okay.
Cool.
Number 11, an expected increase in the prices of consumer goods in the near future will.
B?
That's
Put
what I
B.
have. Number 12, if the national incomes of our trading partners increase, then our
D.
aggregate.
I did put D too.
Number 13, a fall in the prices of inputs will shift the aggregate.
I put C.
I did as well.
Yeah, me too. Number 14, an increase in productivity will.
B?
B. Increase
I put B, yeah, but I knew that half, but I wasn't sure about the second half, so I put B.
Okay.
Okay, number 15. We're looking at a chart, and we're looking for the equilibrium output if AD shifts, AD1 shifts to AD2.
D.
I got C.
You got C.
Let's look at it again.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just whether or not it shifts from Q2 or Q3.
So it looks like
I
it shifts
guess
from Q1 to
D.
Q2.
2. The price level
Yeah,
goes up
I think
from
you guys are
P1
right.
to P2.
I think you're right, it's D, because it's only shifting to Q2, not to Q3.
Yeah, and if it shifted to Q3, then the end price would be a P1 anyway.
Yeah, and the equilibrium would be up somewhere else.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, and look, I almost marked C anyway. All right. Number 16, we're looking at the similar graph. If aggregate supply shifts from AS1 to AS2, then the price level will.
I put down A.
Okay, I put down C. So let's
And
look at it
I
again.
don't know.
Well, the price level is on the left.
Mm-hmm.
If we go from AS1 to AS2, we're increasing that price level.
Yeah, so the price level increases,
Uh-huh.
and then the output would decrease because it's moving to the left.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right.
Okay.
So that'd be C. I
It
wish we
seems
could
so
take our
easy when you
exam
just
this
look
way.
at it that way.
Okay, number 6. Yeah, that's one of the things to remember is down is always to the left. Like anytime it's going to go down, it's always to the left. Whether it's supply or demand, it doesn't matter. It shifts to the left.
At least
Okay.
I'm consistent.
Yeah, that's nice. Sometimes they throw something in that's opposite, and then I'm like, how in the world am I going to remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, disinflation refers to a situation where, and this was a tough question for me, but
I put C.
that's
I
what
did
put.
too. And I think I went to the glossary for that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did too, but that price level does not thing kind of threw me. But We'll go with it.
All right, well, hopefully it's right.
Okay, menu costs will.
Make prices inflexible downward.
That's what I have too. I think you helped me with that one.
Then beware.
Okay, number 19. If at a particular price level, real output from producers is greater than real output desired by purchasers, then there will be a general.
I put down B.
Me too. Anybody else?
When I was doing this, I only got to number 17, so I haven't even seen these questions yet.
Okay.
But I agree with y'all. I trust you.
Don't do
I
that.
trust you guys too, and I'm so sorry I'm late.
Hello.
Oh, hey, what's going on? No, you're not late. We're just on number 20.
Unfortunately, there were a few accidents on the drive here.
Oh, sorry to hear that. No worries. Okay, so we're looking at a table again. The equilibrium price and output levels will be
206,000. B.
Yep. All right, you guys ready to see how we did?
Should we help Michael with some of these questions before we do that?
Yeah, we can do that.
No, it's cool. I can complete it on my own as long as I participate in some of the meeting tonight. Apparently, that's fine. The professor made an announcement about that earlier.
Okay. You're sure?
Yeah, it's fine. This week wasn't better from my understanding than usual, but it wasn't really worse either.
Yeah, I was thinking about you this week. A lot of it went back to micro.
Yeah.
Oh, and we're perfect. I
As
love
usual.
that.
Bravo.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I am set and ready to go here with our next mind map. Let me pull this up here.
Where'd you go last week, Stephen?
I went to Disneyland.
Oh, yay!
They were right by us.
Are you guys
Well,
in California?
Not right by. Hour and a half.
Well, we used to go there all the time.
Before we had school, we had passes and would just go for date nights. It was awesome.
Oh, that's fun. It's a fun place.
It's magic.
Pretty close.
And expensive.
Yeah. Yeah, how much is like an annual pass? Did you guys do that?
We used to do it. Now they're with all the discounts and all the blackout dates. It's like $279, and they don't give you parking. And so parking is what, $14
Every time.
a day, 16, something like that.
That's a lot.
It is a lot. It is a lot. But we loved it. I mean, we went like probably twice a month.
We were lucky that when our kids were still with us, it was like $140 a pass.
Hmm.
And so we would buy them and take the kids all the time.
For Christmas, that would be everybody's gift, and that way we would continue to be together. And even the kids that moved out, you know, we would get that for them, and we would be able to meet up at Disneyland.
Yeah, that's fun.
All right, John, you're doing awesome.
Hey, that's right. I got 3 whole bubbles.
Yeah,
Let's
I
turn it
even-
in. All right. So here are our terms and concepts, just to give us an idea of some of the things we can put in here.
Oh, I like that. That looks good.
Under aggregate demand, can you put real balances effect, interest rate effect, and foreign purchases effect?
Yeah, that sounds perfect.
You said under aggregate. What was that?
Demand.
Demand, yeah.
Yeah. list them off for me one more time.
The real balances effect, the interest rate effect, and foreign purchases effect. Cool.
So what if we did this?
I feel like there's so much that can go attached to aggregate demand, like investment spending, government spending, consumer spending.
Should we just do the letters?
Yeah.
The C, the I, C, I, G, and
And
X.
Bingo was his name-o.
C, I, and G.
And X. Should we put around the, oh, you have it, the short run? We also have the real short run, what's it called? Immediate short run?
Yeah.
And we could do
ISR.
a horizontal slope on immediate short run and vertical slope for the long run.
But I don't know, for short run, we could put upward curve to the right or something.
Mm-hmm.
When you do this, it's like, seems so simple.
If only it was.
Then they tell you to calculate the AE, and I'm like, what? I can't figure that out.
I, for one, was really disappointed to learn that business actually did still have something to do with math.
Yeah.
Man, you know, I was I only took, when I went to high school, you only had to take pre-algebra to graduate high school. And that's all I took. And man, it seems like every class, they throw algebra at me, and I'm like, I have to go to Susan. You have to teach me how to do algebra again. I have a big hole in my knowledge.
Now it's filled.
No, it's not. Because as soon as I see another algebra problem, I won't remember how to do it. Especially the division. I can't ever get that one right.
See, in my first school that I went to, when, they told me that calculus with analytic geometry was part of the curriculum for me to get my degree. I just went nope, and I changed my major and got a different degree just so I wouldn't have to take it.
That sounds horrifying.
It was terrible. When I transferred to BYU, like, I've got my degree now. This is the new path that I want to start. Let's use this and fill all the blanks in. They're like, great, that's fine. And you're going to have to take some calculus. Like, dang it.
Well, calculus isn't even on my radar.
Yeah, that's in the next life for me, I think.
I think all I have left is business classes.
Yeah,
So-
I'd like to still have math enough, though.
Yeah, they do.
See, the problem for me is, Rory, I took Algebra 1, Algebra 2, stats, and I still can't remember this stuff. Remember a little bit.
Well, if you don't use it every day, you can't keep it, you know.
Yeah.
Well, I think
even if I had taken it, I'm 50 years old in a couple of weeks. You know? I was class of 1983. That was a long time ago.
Holy cow.
Showing your age, Pratt. Showing your age.
I don't care. I have a very young bride, let me just say that.
Yeah. So should we do the same thing to the supply curve that we did with our demand curve and put in a couple of things like change in unit input prices, imported resources, taxes, subsidies, and regulation?
Okay.
These all shift the curves. Maybe just bring them back all together again.
The demand curve or the supply curve?
The supply curve.
Okay.
Yeah, supply curve is influenced by productivity, legal institutional environment.
Mm-hmm.
I will say classes like this make me sound a little bit smarter when I can throw around big words in conversation.
Well, you know, the supply curve is affected by.
But you know, it's funny, at work I hear these terms all the time. I'll hear people talk about outliers. And
But
I'm
you
like,
work at a school.
now I know what that means.
But you
Yeah, I
work at a school. You have a bunch of teachers there.
And one of them taught economics, so he's always throwing out the terms. He's not much help for me, but he has the terms.
Yeah, on top of this course, I thought that I had just signed up for an Excel course. It was supposed to be Business Excel, and I'm like, cool, I'm really good at Excel already. But it's actually a ton of math, and you have no idea how thrilled I was when, like, 7th grade algebra came back to me, and I was like, oh my god, x plus b, I can just put in the coordinates and it'll work. Yes!
Yeah. Yeah, I've never used Excel in algebra, so still doing the FOIL method, you know.
There's nothing
No
wrong
idea.
with the FOIL method.
FOIL is great.
I don't even know what the foil is. That stuff you wrap your steak in, right?
That's right. Your foil dinners. So what was the other thing you said? You said changing unit prices, productivity, and there's something else.
It's what was it? The legal environment
Yeah, legal,
That's right.
institutional,
and regulatory environment, or something like that.
Yeah, institutional environment. That's good.
Legal institutional environment. Yeah, you got it.
I love this little bubble program.
Because we just watch it be done. John's doing all the work.
Hey, Rory puts in his fair share of work. We've gotten hundreds past couple weeks in a row thanks to his back surgery. So we're
And his need
All right,
to
but-
be an A+ student.
All right, but you know, next class one of the other guys has to have surgery. You know, I'm not doing it next time. That wasn't fun.
He's only 4 weeks out. I think he's doing great.
Yeah, I walked about 5.5 miles today.
No kidding.
Couldn't
Nice.
have done that before surgery.
No,
Very cool.
that's the only exercise they allow me to do, so might as well do it well.
Hmm.
All right. Well, how do y'all feel about this mind map?
It looks
I
beautiful.
like it.
It's great.
Cool.
It's beautiful.
It was like my favorite mind map ever.
All right, there it is. Okay, I got it. It works.
Awesome.
Yeah,
All right.
Well, good luck on the exam, everybody.
Yeah, good luck.
Yep.
All right, we'll see you guys next week.
All right.
See
Thanks,
ya.
guys.
Yeah,
Bye.
see you.